Hey guys, Rachel B. Foy here, your elevated possibilities coach and life strategist. So I'm coming to you tonight. Yes, I know it's a bit late, but I could not help myself. I was with some clients today and my daughter did something amazing, and then I had other opportunities that came, and I'm like, man, when it looks like nothing is happening in your life, meaning you're doing all the work in your business, you're doing the personal development and the growth in your life, but it feels as though nothing is happening. It looks as though nothing is happening, like you're not gaining anything, nothing's coming from the work. I'm here to tell you to remember the facts. Okay, so before I jump into that, I'm Rachel B. Foy, the Elevated Possibilities Coach and Life Strategist. I support women with shifting their mindset to find clarity of purpose with their mission in life and to stand firmly in their self-worth and their value. So if you clicked on this live, I'm pretty sure I'm talking to you. If you read the headline, you clicked on it for a reason. You want to know the facts, right? What are the facts? If you want to know the facts, say, I want to know the facts. I'm ready, Rachel. I'm ready. So if you're catching this live, thank you guys so much for being here. If you're catching it in the replay, please put hashtag replay so I know you came through and I can shout you out. Go ahead and tag your friend, as Rashonda Pratt would say, your business bestie, whoever you would like to that needs to hear this factual word. Here's the facts. All right, so FACTS for me stands for an acronym. It's an acronym, FACTS. So it's an acronym. The first F, the F stands for focused. Stay focused. So you're trying to attain a goal, whether it's a business goal, it's with your revenue. You're making the sales calls you need to. You're sending out the ads that you need to. You are doing the lives. You have your online platform. Maybe it's health and wellness, and you're trying to get together the groups like boot camps, or maybe it's personal fitness, or it's nutrition, or whatever it is. But you have a plan and it seems like nothing's working. I'm telling you, stay focused. Remember the facts. F is stay focused. So I want you to think, even if you're a parent like me. So you know how many can resonate with this? As a parent, oftentimes as a parent, I'm like, are they listening to what I'm saying? Like, are they hearing me? Is it going in one ear and out the other? Like, do they hear the words that are coming out of my mouth, right? Like, I know y'all can resonate with that. Whether you have kids, a niece, a nephew, I'm not going to be messy and say, do you have a spouse? But basically with the kid, do they hear what you're saying? So I say, stay focused. And today, my daughter, I was doing a live with some of my clients today, and we were at the very end, and my oldest daughter, she's 7, okay? So she came in and she wanted to be on the live. I didn't know what she was going to say, but she wanted to be on live. So I'm like, okay, I'll turn the camera shortly. I flipped the camera around to her. Let me tell y'all, I was probably one of the proudest parents. I turned that camera to her and she said, and I quote, well, not quote, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but she said, follow your dreams. Always follow your dreams. And make sure they're your dreams and not somebody else's. You can do it. When she finished, I was like, that's right. That's right, child. That's my daughter. That's my daughter. Like, that's my child. So in that moment, like, of course, before she starts talking, what is she gonna say? How many times have I told you to clean your room? You know, are you listening? And then she turns into my group of clients. She says boldly, follow your dreams. Your dreams. Hey, Brianna, good to see you. I'm talking tonight about the facts. Remember the facts. When it feels like and it seems like nothing is happening in your life and your business, remember the facts. And the first part of the facts is stay focused. And I was just sharing how today, you know, with your kids, you never know if you feel like you're planting the seeds, but you never know for sure. Is it resonating with them? Are they listening? Am I teaching them right? Am I instilling these things in them? My 7-year-old daughter turned around and talked to my coaching group today and told them to follow your dreams. She said, follow your dreams. Make sure they're your dreams and you don't follow anyone else's dreams. Proud moment. I was a proud mama. I was like, I have done my job. I have empowered my child. So the first part of facts is to stay focused, whether it's in business or whether it's in life. Stay focused. And the next part of the acronym for facts is the A, action. So I like to say take small steps. Make sure that every single day you are completing an action that is moving you further in your business, that is moving you further in your personal life, moving you further in your marriage, in your health, in your mindset, and your mind shift. Whatever it is, small steps. You got to take action. No more hoping, wishing, and I hate to say this, and praying if you aren't putting forth any action. Because our God's going to do his part, but we have to do our part. Are you doing your part? Somebody tell me amen. Y'all know I'm almost on here preaching. Like, that's it. Facts, focus, but then action. You have to have action. And oftentimes, if we have a big, ginormous goal and exceptional vision, something that we want to carry out, it can at times feel overwhelming. Well, how can we help ourselves? These are the facts. You're going to focus and then you're going to take action. You don't have to do everything in one day, but you do have to do something. So take small pieces, small steps, but take action every day. My coach, what she tells us is to send 3 ships out a day. And I love that because if you think about a ship, whenever it goes out, it's going to have to come back. That's right, Brianna. That's right. Brianna says all facts. Amen. All facts. So if it goes out, it's going to have to come back. And so that's what I want you guys to know is that in life, in business, in development, in raising your kids, when it feels like nothing is happening, remember the facts. To stay focused on the task at hand, on raising those kids, stay focused on building that business, on developing yourself, on standing in your self-worth and your self-value. And not only with staying focused, but then you got to take action. Okay. After you take action, then facts, the C, celebrate. You got to celebrate. Even if you're in the living room and you're doing a happy dance, turn some music on, do a happy dance, pat yourself on the back. Celebrate the small wins. Because anyone knows that when you're building a business, that it's going to take time for you to see true profitability. If you are changing and developing yourself, you are shifting your mindset, you're changing things within yourself. It's a process. So it's going to take time. So when you see that you have transformed in a particular area, or you close that new client, or you open that storefront salon, whatever it may be, or like today, my daughter, follow your dreams, make sure they're your dreams. I celebrate it, okay? Because I don't know what the rest of the week may bring. She may turn around and be talking crazy to me, and I have to go back to, listen, child, honor your mother and your father. Okay, that's another thing. But I'm just saying, part of facts, remember the facts, is to celebrate. Celebrate the small wins. Can anybody tell me? Put your hands up, hearts, whatever. Celebrate. Remember to celebrate the small wins. Because whether it's small, whether it's big, sometimes they may be few and far between. So when they come, when they happen, don't let anyone make you feel as though you cannot celebrate, that you don't have the right to celebrate. You put in the work. You did that. You sat down with that child. You helped your child with homework. You set the schedule so that your house runs and it's functioning. You put together the business plan so you could get the funding for your business. You stood in your purpose. You believed that you were able to do it. So celebrate. Celebrate. Celebrate the small wins. All right. Then with the facts, I also talk about timing. Like, you have to understand timing. And what I mean by timing is, it goes back to the title. When it looks like nothing is happening in life and business, when it looks like nothing is happening, when you're putting forth all of your effort, when you're putting your resources and you feel like you've expended all you can, and you still feel as though nothing is happening, understand it's all in timing. It is all in timing. That, again, with the ships, what you sent out, it's going to have to come back to you. Even if you think about, just the spiritual laws, just what's in the Bible, what's in the law of life. Like, think about karma. You reap what you sow. What you put out, you're going to get back. So understand that it's all in timing. It's a process. You may be looking for it to happen in 2 weeks. Maybe it's going to take 2 months or 2 years. But understand that along the way, along the process, there's so much that you're gaining. There's so much that you're learning. And listen, these are facts. And that's why I was like, that's going to be the acronym, facts, is because it's not something I've heard. I'm telling you what I've lived. To be able to quit my job and to take a leap of faith, to be able to develop a business and it begin to be a profitable business, to envision to have the freedom of time to be able to spend quality time with my daughters, to be able to sit down at the table with them and not feel exhausted, to be able to have time with my husband, to be able to hold him, listen, to hold him down. I mean, hold him down where he comes home and just the energy in the house is positive and is uplifted, to be able to have that sort of positive influence in your home, to be able to have that quality time with your family, and more than anything, to know that you are walking out the purpose that God has given you. Like, it's all in timing. It's all in timing. So understand, when it looks like nothing is happening, when it looks like you're expending energy, you're expending time, you're expending resources, and it seems as though nothing's happening, understand these are the facts that it is happening. Everything you're looking to come is in timing, and the time is going to come. And like, listen, I don't know if you guys have been watching the tennis, but tennis, what is it? The Wimbledon, y'all know what I'm talking about, tennis and Venus. I mean, Serena has been on there, but what they call the overnight sensation Coco. If you guys have not checked out this young lady, she is 15 years old. She was the youngest person to make it to the 16th round of this tennis. The Wimbledon. I think this is the Wimbledon. They playing in New York. But anyway, she's the youngest. But here's the thing. It's always been a pet peeve of mine when people say like overnight sensation. Because here's the thing. She's 15. The world may just now know her. But please believe, Coco has been working on her tennis for years. Coco has been working on her tennis, on her slicing, on her backhand, on her serve, on her agility. She's been working on that for years. And the timing was just now. Everything that she's put out, the seeds that she sowed, the hard work that she put in, the resources and the finances that her parents expended, all paid off in due time. She didn't stop. She didn't quit when she didn't make it further in the rounds. She didn't stop. She didn't quit when she wasn't getting her serves in or things weren't going as that. She did not stop. She didn't. She wasn't an overnight success. The world knew her overnight, but the work that Coco has put in did not just happen the day before. It didn't happen the year before. It did not happen 2 years before. What you saw on that court with her playing tennis, being 15 years old and having that sort of composure and playing on that sort of big stage, did not happen overnight. And that's facts. She put in the work. Her parents invested the money, invested the time, invested the resources, and there she was on that stage. So that's what I mean by timing, to understand that it may not happen overnight, and don't allow people to tell you what your timetable should be. Well, girl, you've been doing this thing for a couple of years now. You not bigger by now? Well, that ain't my goal, and you don't know my revenue. So I would say I'm progressing. I'm further along than I was the other month, right? I'm further along than I was 2 years ago. So it's all about timing. And the last thing with facts, hashtag facts. So we had focus, we had action. Make sure you're taking small steps, even if you need to chunk it. We had C for celebrate. Make sure you're celebrating, whether it's small wins or big wins. Always allow yourself the time to not only be grateful and thankful, but celebrate. Celebrate what's happened. Celebrate. T is timing. Remember the timing, that it may not happen overnight, but you are putting in the work. You are sending out the ships. You are, doing everything that you are supposed to do. You're doing your part. It is inevitable that it's going to come back in timing. Remember Coco. The people say she was an overnight sensation. She wasn't overnight. That girl been working for years. Working hard on that backhand. Working. Putting in the work. Parents expending resources, expending energy for her to find her success. And the last thing with the S is stop. I'm going to let that sit right there. Stop. Somebody asked me. Go ahead and ask me. Stop. Stop what? Yeah, stop what? Stop what? Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Those are the facts. That you've got to stop waiting. You've got to stop hesitating. You got to stop being on the, like, I think about the people who do the double dutch roping, like when you jump rope with the double dutch, you mess everything up if you don't jump with the rhythm. If you just stop and stand there and never jump in, well, you're not going to be double dutching and jumping. Okay? What are you waiting for? That's what I ask you, is what are you waiting for? I'll tell you this short story. When I took the leap, and I often tell people that it looks like, again, it's all in timing, and it may look like these things happened overnight, but they didn't. I went through my own transformation. So exactly what I teach women and what I coach women is what transpired and what I transformed in my own life. So I had to first work on my mindset to be able to see bigger, to see more. And I also had to be able to stand fully in my self-worth and my self-value, that I couldn't wait. I had to stop waiting for others to validate my talents and my skills. I had to stop waiting for others to understand the vision that I had and what I felt like I could do in life and how I could impact lives. I had to stop waiting for people to understand that. I had to stop waiting for people to jump on the bandwagon, and I stopped convincing. Like, anybody who knows me, my life speaks for itself. Having had a son, and for my son to die at 3 months, for my dad to pass unexpectedly, to go from deep, dark depression to where people don't understand how I smile every day, how some of the craziest things can be going on in life, but I still have joy. It's because I stopped waiting. The loss of my son, the loss of my dad, and at the time, almost truly losing who I was, to be able to come back from all of that and live a life that is thriving, to live a life that is impactful, to have made choices. I stopped waiting to be rescued, and I pulled myself up. And now I'm nobody's savior. But thanks to our Heavenly Father and the choices I made, I helped to save myself. And so what does that look like? I'm talking to you if you feel like there is something more for you in life, that you have waited long enough. It's never going to be a right time, because maybe you're thinking, I'll wait till the kids are a little older. Listen, my kids are 6 and 7. They are so busy. I do not have a nanny. I was working full-time and had this full-time business. I'm a wife. I was a mom, and I still made it happen. And you can too. And you're asking, how in the world can I do that? Well, that's what I'm here for, is to help support you with that. Because there were systems that I had to set up, but I first had to shift my mindset. Or maybe you haven't had something as tragic as losing a child, but you've had something that felt just as tragic, and that was losing yourself. I'm talking to you. You remember what you used to be like before you got married. Or you remember the time that you had for yourself before you had kids. Or maybe you remember before life got so busy that you actually enjoyed reading books. Maybe you enjoyed working out. And life just doesn't seem like it's allowing you time for you. You got to stop waiting. You don't have to choose to let life take that from you. You can take back your time. Take back your life. Take back your abundance. Not surviving through this life, but thriving. You can take it all back, because I did. And I'll tell you, probably one of the most powerful things that made me say, okay, I've got to go ahead and do this tonight, was I was talking to one of my clients today, and she had me, I have to go ahead and say, in a bit of tears. And that's where I got the part about if you lost yourself. And she's doing a testimonial for me, and her whole thing was, there's very little that I didn't already know. I just didn't know how to make room for it all. She didn't understand how to make room for it all. She knew that she needed to make time for herself. She knew that she was more than her job. As fulfilled as she was in her job, there was more of a calling on her life. She knew that. She knew that she loved her kids, and she was raising her kids along with her husband the best way she could. But, you know, those bumps in the roads were causing issues in their marriage and less time for them to connect together. But when we talked today, and she gave me her testimonial today, the fact that she's been able to reconnect with her husband, that she's been able to get back on her workout routine, she's been able to carve out time where she's doing her Bible study, she's reading a book, you know, she's writing in her journal again, she's gone to Honduras for mission trips, and there's so many different things that have come alive and that have been resurrected in her life. And what she said was, I just needed help putting those together. And so if any of that resonates with you, if any of that sounds like you or sounds like somebody you know, then I want to invite you to a session. I want to invite you just to a complimentary chat with me to help you see the facts that you're not in this thing alone. Much of what we experience, there's someone who is experiencing the same thing at the same time, or they have gone before us and experienced, or they are right behind us about to experience it. Empowered women empower women. So those are the facts for tonight. When life feels as though, when it seems as though nothing is happening in life and business, remember the facts. The facts are for you to F, stay focused. A, take action, small steps. Remember, sending your ships out, they're going to come back in, taking action. C is celebrate. Celebrate the wins. Can somebody tell me, will you celebrate the wins? Say, celebrate the wins. I'm going to celebrate the wins, Rachel. I'm going to celebrate the wins. Celebrate the wins. The T, remember timing. T is with timing. Timing is everything. I want you to remember, if you do not know this young lady, Coco, the 15-year-old that just made history, making the 16th round in tennis. Timing. Coco, the world knew Coco overnight, but Coco has been putting in the work for years. Stay encouraged. Know the T is timing. That it's all going to come together. Timing. Keep working. And the S is stop. Stop. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Now listen, this message is not for, I'm not talking to you if you are getting ready to get ready. Like 2 months from now, you still gonna be getting ready to get ready. I am not talking to you if every year you make a vision board and you take no action to make these things happen. Okay? Not talking to you. If you are not ready to quit excuses and take full 100% accountability for your life, I'm not talking to you. You're not who I'm talking to. But who I am talking to are women who believe in self-investment. Women who are ready to make room in your life for the facts. And the facts are, you can live in abundance. If which I have already shared, and it is not to garner pity, but it is to truly put in perspective for you what I mean when I say you can triumph over tragedy. To bury a child, but to still trust and believe God enough that I have two beautiful miracles. I have two beautiful miracles, but it was an entire process from burying a child to now living abundantly and fully in life. It was a complete process. Hey, Jason, thanks for joining us. I'm talking about the facts. I'm recapping on the facts. Make sure you catch the replay. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you catch the replay. Put hashtag replay in the comments, because this right here, what we've talked about tonight, the facts. These are the real facts, okay? So just know to stay focused, take action, to celebrate your timing, and then also more than anything, stop waiting. It's never going to be the perfect time. Very rarely it's stop waiting for the exact perfect amount of money, and understand, stop striving for perfect. Perfection is nothing but an illusion. Progress is the reality. What progress are you making? So guys, I'm going to leave a link here. If you want to chat with me and you're really ready to move to the next level in your life, I'm going to leave a link here for you to have a chat with me. But otherwise, I know it's late, but make sure you tag someone. Oh, also, just a few things. On Monday, July 15th, I am going to be on a show called To Inspire. It streams right here on Facebook Live, but that's a prime example of timing. Like, I have sown the seeds. Let me tell you, I have been working on this business, okay? I have been working on transforming my life, and now the ships are coming back. The ships are coming back. So I would love to have you tune in on July 15th, Monday at 6:30 p.m. I'll post flyers and stuff here, as well as the second season of the I Quit podcast with Rachel B. Foy is coming out. I have so many inspiring guests that are on the show, so many motivational stories. I have entrepreneurs, from teachers, from educators to entrepreneurs. I have salon owners. I have so many amazing stories to share with you on the second season of the I Quit podcast that's coming out this month. So again, stay tuned. And that's part of that action. Like, I have been taking little small steps, at least 3 things a day that I am doing. That's facts. I'm putting in the work. And you can too. Still living fully and abundantly and efficient in all areas of my life. That it didn't come easy, but the systems are here now, and I'm able to live fully and abundantly, which is nothing more than my hope for you. That you can live fully in this life. That you can live beyond making a paycheck and buying things. That you can truly live in the moment. That you can have moments with your family, that you can have freedom of time, that you can feel full of your purpose, and that you're making a positive impact in this world. So until next time, I'll be back on here tomorrow live again, but I just had to come to you guys to help you remember the facts. Remember the facts, the real facts, hashtag facts. That when it looks like nothing is happening in life, business, marriage, kids, what have you, when it looks like nothing's happening, remember the facts. All right, guys, until next time, I'm Rachel B. Foy, your Elevated Possibilities Coach and Life Strategist. Make sure, whoop, that was a bug. See, that means it's time to go. Look at this. Every time I try to be professional, it is a bug and stuff. Okay, now I'm going to finish my closing. Go out and make a positive impact today. Map it. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night and a fantastic day tomorrow. I'll see you later.